Hi, everybody. It's Alex. Welcome to my memory box presentation. I know it looks a little weird because excuse me, I like to have my Word documents side by side so I can read them efficiently. So let's get it poppin'. I need to stop. So I honestly didn't really know how to do this assignment very well, at least. So on the one side, it says jot down 10 things that you can remember about this topic from the 4 articles in the video. And on the other side, explain for each thing you remember why it's important. So the first one, look, I took like 2 or 3 facts from each article in the video, and here's what I've gotten so far. So on this side, let's see, the first one I've written down is levels of physical activity have declined in recent years and remain low for all Americans. So if we remember that, and if we keep that in our minds, without maintaining healthy, regulated fitness routines, Americans run the risk of drastic health issues. So diabetes, like heart failure, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The next thing I've written down is healthy body composition is compromised of high levels of fat-free mass and an acceptable low level of body fat. So this gives a physical example of what a fit body composition looks like. Now, one thing I want to debate here actually is no, not everybody's body composition can fit this kind of that my point is it looks different for everybody. So somebody who's like naturally like larger and was born that way will have a different physical example of what a fit body looks like for them than a person with a higher metabolism who looks a lot skinnier. So I myself am like not the smallest person. So a fit body for me, my mom couldn't go under a certain amount of weight and I can't probably either. I haven't actually tried, but I'm presuming that what a fit body looks like for me might look different for somebody else. My third point is progressive overload is defined as progressively placing greater than normal demands on the musculature. And by defining progressive overload, we know how to exercise most efficiently. My mom used to use this when she goes to the gym. A lot of my friends who work out go to the gym and apply progressive overload. 4, as an athlete, you may have tried or have been tempted to adopt the training practices of highly successful or well-known athletes. However, you would be better served by following a program based on your individual needs and physical limitations. And why it's important, by exemplifying the ridiculousness of attempting to follow a workout routine that is similar to that of a famous athlete, it shows that there is no shame in having different fitness needs. So my fitness needs would be different than a basketball player who plays regularly, or my best friend Juliet. Like, she's a lot smaller than I am, and like I'm pretty weak, but she's fairly strong, so her workout routine would be a lot different than mine, and that's okay. As long as you're working towards like being healthy, that's really all that matters. The number 5, what I wrote down, is the fit, frequency, intensity, time, and type principle describes how to safely apply the principles of overload and progression. By outlining the variables needed to create a successful and healthy routine, people can make better strides in correctly applying progressive overload. Now, a lot of people I know, or a couple of people I know, have eating disorders and work out all the time. So that may not seem like a correlation, but working out all the time and trying to lose weight and having an unhealthy body image is really not good for anybody. And it can actually lead to those eating disorders which I described, and wanting to work out and wanting to apply a lot more pressure to yourself than you can handle. So by following this kind of principle, the fit principle, it can definitely help that to basically focus on your needs a lot more instead of trying to maintain an unhealthy body image. Number 6, I wrote down, however, there is obviously a threshold volume and duration beyond threshold volume slash duration on which additional stimuli do not induce further increases in functional capacity. So basically, this fact is reiterating the biological rule that once the human body is pushed to its limit, it physiologically cannot go any further. Cases involving adrenaline do not count. What they're saying here, essentially, like what I mean by cases involving adrenaline, doing things that, like, you're in a life or death situation and you're doing things that usually the human body wouldn't possibly do. That doesn't apply to this rule, essentially. Number 7, for certain individuals, very intense training can be a time-effective and potent stimulus for inducing many of the benefits normally associated with more prolonged submaximal endurance type workouts. I wrote down, once again, this serves as a reminder that not all individuals can have the same results from the same workout. Different people have different bodily needs and different representations of what it means to be healthy. Number 8, I noted that a plateau is when you get stuck and can't lose any more weight with what you were doing. By hitting this plateau, your personal fit principle needs to be readjusted to fit your changing needs. Once again, everybody has a different body type and has different fitness needs. This is no exception. 9, I wrote down continuously make an effort to increase your exercise. And by continuously increasing your exercise, you will continue to see results. That is very true. And number 10, finally, making changes to the type of exercise one does is beneficial. If hypothetically one was to continue to work and exercise the same muscles, they would have built and refined the muscles they have been working, but will have neglected everything else. Now, this isn't good. Say that you were lifting weights a lot of the time and you were building really, really strong biceps and triceps, but everything else in your body was very weak. Now, you'll have great arms, like you'll have killer arms, but everything else on you will also look out of proportion and like not be as strong. And your killer arms can't necessarily compensate for your pretty weak legs. I have no idea if that makes sense, but I hope it does. Thank you all for watching my memory box presentation, and I look forward to seeing you all in class. Bye.